Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Law, the right and power to interpret and apply the law. Courts having jurisdiction in this district. In law, the territory within which power can be exercised. Law, the right and power to interpret and apply the law. Energy made available by the flow of electric charge through a conductor. The power went out around midnight. Of a government or government official, holding an office means being in power. During his first year in power. A state powerful enough to influence events throughout the world. A mathematical notation indicating the number of times a quantity is multiplied by itself. A very wealthy or powerful businessman. Possession of the qualities, especially mental qualities, required to do something or get something done. Danger heightened his powers of discrimination. Possession of controlling influence. The deterrent power of nuclear weapons. One possessing or exercising power or influence or authority. The mysterious presence of an evil power. Physical strength. Physics. The rate of doing work, measured in watts, equals joule per second. Supply the force or power for the functioning of. The gasoline powers the engines. Possession of controlling influence. His powerfulness was concealed by a gentle facade. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. Dominance or power through legal authority. France held undisputed dominion over vast areas of Africa. One of the self-governing nations in the British Commonwealth. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. Regulate housing in, of certain areas of towns. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. The geographical area under the jurisdiction of a sovereign state. An area of knowledge or interest. His questions covered a lot of territory. The territorial jurisdiction of a bishop. The era of Islam's ascendancy from the death of Muhammad until the 13th century. Some Muslims still maintain that the Muslim world must always have a caliph as head of the community. The office of a caliph. The territorial jurisdiction of a caliph. The territorial jurisdiction of a bishop. The territorial jurisdiction of a bishop. The office and dignity of a bishop. The collective body of bishops. The term of office of a bishop. Formerly a high judicial officer. The jurisdiction of a justiciar. A local church community. The local subdivision of a diocese committed to one pastor. A form of social organization in which a male is the family head and title is traced through the male line. The jurisdiction of a patriarch. A district or province governed by a viceroy. The territorial jurisdiction of an archbishop. The territorial jurisdiction of an archdeacon. A branch of knowledge. The area over which a bailiff has jurisdiction. Surface layer of ground containing a mat of grass and grass roots. Cover, the ground, with a surface layer of grass or grass roots. Range of jurisdiction or influence. A bureaucracy chiefly concerned with turf and protecting the retirement system. The territory claimed by a juvenile gang as its own. The scene of any event or action, especially the place of a meeting. In law, the jurisdiction where a trial will be held. The jurisdiction or office of an abbot. The collection of rules imposed by authority. The great problem for jurisprudence to allow freedom while enforcing order. The branch of philosophy concerned with the law and the principles that lead courts to make the decisions they do. The learned profession that is mastered by graduate study in a law school and that is responsible for the judicial system. He studied law at Yale. A rule or body of rules of conduct inherent in human nature and essential to or binding upon human society. The collection of rules imposed by authority. Civilization presupposes respect for the law. The force of policemen and officers. The law came looking for him. The branch of philosophy concerned with the law and the principles that lead courts to make the decisions they do. A generalization that describes recurring facts or events in nature. The laws of thermodynamics. Legal document setting forth rules governing a particular kind of activity. There is a law against kidnapping.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.